Hello, beautiful and amazing families. How are you all doing? Hope you all are doing great. Guys, it's another beautiful day. As you all can see, I am loving it here. Well, guys, I'm going to be talking, like having a conversation with you all, including me, while I just go through this process and stuff. Talking and going to and going to. So, guys, I'm going to be sharing with us about reciprocating and retaliating. You see, reciprocating and retaliating are two different things, but how you respond to them can really break or make you. Most times in life, we intend to reciprocate kind gestures, good things that people always, do for us and stuff like that. We reciprocate them. But the question is, how many do we think are genuine, authentic? And do you think reciprocating would really help or keep a relationship or, build something good? Things like that in one. I would say it can. But when one is not reciprocating, it can lead to anger, it can lead to all sorts of things, especially when it's just one person doing the whole thing. It can be draining, it can be straining, it can be anything you want to call it. Yes, it is. Reciprocating is very important. And most times, it can lead to retaliating in the sense that when the other person is not reciprocating, you start retaliating with words, with all sort of bad manners, which are bad. So, I would say, if somebody is showing you love, don't take it for granted. Reciprocate. The reason why most people don't reciprocate good things, kind gestures, is because number one, they're afraid of committing. If you're in a relationship or something that is supposed to be engaging, it's supposed to be, bonding you guys together, and the other one is not reciprocating that kind of love, it's because they are scared of committing into the kind of relationship you guys have got. It's not necessarily going to be like maybe boyfriend and girlfriend or things like that. It could be like family ties or extended things like that. It can be like that. So guys, when you're putting so much and you're not getting it back, please don't take it personally, because when you start taking it personally, it can lead to retaliating, and then you start having something to say. I know it hurts, it breaks one down. Now, I've been through it, yes, I've been through it, but one thing I always say to myself is, I'm just doing it for who I am, not because I want to pretend to do it. So if you want to do it for the love or for the love of God or for the kind of person you are, just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it like that. So guys, if someone is not reciprocating things, love to you, or reciprocating things by showing you how much you care, by showing you how much they care about you, different ways. If you're not getting it back, like I said, don't take it personally. Just do what you can, because a lot of people are in a pace in their life, if I'm going to use that word, whereby it's like they're the only one doing everything. It's like they're not being seen by the other person. It's like they wish they're getting it back. But we all are not the same. They've got their reasons. But one thing I'm going to say is that if someone is not reciprocating, it's because they are scared of committing to you. It's because they don't want to have a relationship with you. It's because they just see you like it's just for a while and everyone parts. Things like that. But that's why you have to be careful. The kind of gestures you accept, because most times it might be a sign of cover-up. People can reciprocate so much and you think they're the main person, Well, guys, life is cruel and human. I don't know what to say about that aspect, but whatever it is, let's how you reciprocate kind gestures be something that is a lifestyle to you, be something that is part of you, not because you want to see yourself doing it, but see yourself doing it because of the love you have for God and because of the love you have for the person or for yourself as well. Do unto you, how did they say, do unto you what you want others to do, something like that. I don't know, I've forgotten how the phrase is, but if in any circumstances you find yourself that someone is not reciprocating the love you want share or you have for them, let it not be something that makes you grieve if someone is not reciprocating it. Instead, be you, do you, be authentic. Be authentic with how you show your gestures. Be authentic with how you reciprocate. Be authentic in how you do your things. Because there are a lot of cover up that you might think that, oh, this person is like this person is like that. But the moment you start understanding that you just have to reciprocate because of love, you see that all those things that you're thinking of, all those things you're worried about the person just sort of fade away, just sort of, you don't think about it. You just be you, do you, and keep doing what is right for you. That's what I'm going to say. So reciprocating kind gestures should be part of us, or let's do it with an authentic heart. Let's do it with an authentic mannerism. Yes, and don't retaliate in any aspect of which will make us feel as if, you know, as if one is not a good, those kind of bad behavior. That's how, don't put yourself in that kind of place whereby you'll be seen as, I know some people say they don't even have shame, they haven't got shame, or they haven't got this or that. But the thing is, when you reciprocate kind gesture, it can take you a long way. Yes, it can take you a long way in the sense that it can build you. It can build you mentally, emotionally, you know. Otherwise, like things like that, it can build you a lot. So, reciprocating true gestures, kind gestures, I would say is one thing that is so good. Yeah, it's so good. Like for me, there was a time whereby I do for people a lot, but people don't do for me. But I don't get bothered. Nah, because I always believe that it's just for a while. Like you don't get to do it all the time, and at some point, those people will even get tired that this person is just there doing all these things, and before you know it, they will do whatever they want to do and do what's best for them. So, if you want to do it with an authentic heart. Do it because you love God. Do it because you love yourself and you want to be treated the same as well. So that's what I see. Reciprocating kind gesture can really go a long way in our life, can help us achieve a lot, so that the other person don't feel drained, the other person don't feel strained, the other person don't feel rejected, the other person don't feel as if they're being used or abused, mentally, or when you're not reciprocating, when somebody's reciprocating back, to you, or things like that, it can be a cause of mental torture, but you don't know. You see, but avoiding it is you being able to understand that you're doing your own part authentically, and two, don't do it because you only love that person. Do it for who you are, what you want, and the fear of God. If that one should be the first step, if you get what I mean. So that's the thing. Don't don't reciprocate because you think it's a monthly thing. Don't reciprocate because you think it's what's that thing called? Don't reciprocate because you feel it's um, daily routine. Things like that. Reciprocate because of the love you have for God. Reciprocate because it's authentic. Reciprocate because you want it to be done, like you want it to be a lifestyle. Let it be a lifestyle. Because if you're not doing it to yourself, if you don't understand it, you can't you can't pass it to the next. You can't do it, otherwise when they don't reciprocate back, you start crying. You start like, oh God, why this, why that? Well, guys, reciprocating kind gesture can build us, can make us, including myself. That's why I'm using the word us. You know, can make a whole big thing, like make us bond, make us grow mentally, emotionally, socially, and so on, like that. So it's nice if you understand the power of reciprocating, because the power of reciprocating can go a long way, can beautify one's life, can change one's life for good. You know, the power of reciprocating, to be honest, is one thing I just will never in my life, you know, forget, because I don't even believe I do for you, you do for me. I just do me. Like I reciprocate on and on. Yeah, and I just do what I can on and on. I'm not here to like praise myself, but the thing is, yeah, one of the major things I see that it's becoming a problem in today's society is because they're not getting back. Somehow, it's like people are not reciprocating the love back to them, and it's causing a lot of setback, reproach, and a lot of things like that. Anger, jealousy, envy. You see things like that, because the moment you start setting yourself apart, they will think probably you are doing too much, or you are not supposed to be there, or you are not the right person, that kind of thing. But reciprocating is a sign of respect. Reciprocating is a sign of growth. Reciprocating is a sign of bonding. It's a sign of good communication, good relationship, name them. That's why reciprocating kind gesture is one factor I would always promote, and I will always consider, I would always put as, you know, I will always prioritize it in anything I get to do, because sometimes you don't need to wait for people. You don't need to let people know what you're going through or what it is, you know. Just show the little you can. You don't need to do it in a big form or in a loud form. You can just do what you can. And sometimes most of these reciprocating kind gestures are not seen, but God sees it. Yeah, are not noticed as for some reasons, but God notices everything. And guess what? Most times we don't even get rewarded at that particular time. We get rewarded at the time God Himself. Hey, we just, okay, this is it. You can have this, you can do this. Have you ever reciprocated in a way that it was so painful, but when God was blessing you back? Guys, let me tell you something. Yeah, there was one day I had just £2 with me, and this lady came up to me because she was giving me, and that time I didn't have much. But whenever that lady, comes around, I always try my best to sort of get involved in her things. You know what I mean? Yeah, in helping, just that kind of thing. Growing up, you get a lot of people around and stuff like that. You know, but I was surprised the day this lady said to me, I figured like £1 or £2 to lend me. I'm gonna give you back later. So I'm like, hello,
No,
darling.
no, you're not in the photograph.
Guys, I've got that's a lady dog. Just came to say hello. So I was surprised when the lady said to me, "Oh, I think I won £2." I'm like, this lady used to have a lot of money. What's going on? That kind of thing. You know. But that was the last £2 I had with me, and before I knew it, I gave it to the lady. And then when I gave it to the lady, she didn't tell me anything. I just looked at it. I looked at it, and that day I was so fine. And guys, to be honest, that was the last £2 I had with me. God knows, you know, that day. But I gave it to her, but I didn't feel nothing. Normally, I had that £2 just in case if I was hungry, if I wanted to buy things, things like that. But I was surprised, guys. I didn't feel anything throughout that day. Daddy passed, no money. I didn't get nothing. As in nothing, I did it. But you know one thing, when it was like after some weeks, weeks. But before then, I was getting like bit by bit. A lady came up to me and said to me, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm around the corner or something like that." And she said, come down. When I came down, guys, I looked at the lady. She's got a lot of things right in her front. I was thinking that was her shopping. And she said to me, oh, all those shoppings are all yours. I'm like, seriously? How? So the power of reciprocating can lead us to our breakthrough, can lead us to our miracle. And that was how I was given all the shopping that day. And I'm like, you see this God, most times when you need something, He will even be looking at you. But when He want to bless you, He will bless you really loud. That people around me would like say, you didn't even do anything, nothing. How come? Look at this shop. The shopping was worth almost £500 shopping. Like everything I needed for like a month was there. So the power of reciprocating can be really strong. So, guys, I don't want this video to be too long. As you all can see, I'm just taking a walk. It's my early morning walk, and stay true to yourself. Be authentic at your reciprocating, and don't see reciprocating as a pain or start retaliating in bad manners, or just see it as one of those things that helps the mindset. Let it be part of your well-being, your lifestyle, and stuff like that, and you won't feel it. I'm not the right person to tell you what to do or stuff like that, but I'm only sharing with you the power of reciprocating. Is one that can make you or break you. Guys, I had to all stay blessed and stay safe, So I'll just continue with my walk, and guys, let me show you around. This is it, guys. So I'll see you guys. Bye bye.